heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line. Down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's into the hands of Pascal. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Okay, 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Browns 7, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Jam, 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 jam.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Browns.
Red! 18 Gator! Here we go, kid, get off the field!
On first down, it's Taylor. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Score, Browns 14, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Bravo! 58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Army. Exit, go!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert looking deep here for Ebron. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And the Browns first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Ready.
Here's Taylor to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 49, check 49, check 49. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now it's Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, Sam on. Check.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 21-0 our score after 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns' drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Taylor will throw. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready. 60 outlaw. We own them. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
50 to Mike. I got it. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Here we go. 15 lining, 15 lining. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Leo. Kill. Ready.
On second down, it's Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Slam.
From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Ready, break. 58, Mike. Go. God's try. Watch twins. Watch twins.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Squeeze.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Funchess has it complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set. Go 58 to Mike. Watch the screen. Fair. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check nine. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check. Smooth. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the out. Look at me. Zipper.
Off play action. Herbert. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Point after, right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now they try the right side here. He cuts right sideline and now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 68 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Joker, 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 Joker. You're out. Check 37. Hit it.
On the delay, here's Hines. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready? Block 52. 52's the mic. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. Now Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 61 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive... you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
To throw on third down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taking it about the 36. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. First and goal at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
56, Colts nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch quick.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Got it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 52. Hatchet.
Here's Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's get it. Deuce.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Colts on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
This is Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Hey. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Go on. Ready.
They'll run for it with Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Back to throw. Herbert. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 24. Check 24.
Leo. Let's go.
They run again with Hines, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? and they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Taylor. He finds his target, Beckham. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on first down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't